Why would anyone buy an Apple TV when smart TVs already exist? It's a fair question, and I've been asking the same question for the past few years before I got an Apple TV. Because all top-tier smart TVs, like this 8K Samsung OLED TV, already has Netflix, YouTube, and all the basic apps built in, so why spend extra on something like an Apple TV? Well, after using it for quite a while now, I can honestly say that the Apple TV is one of the most underrated devices that Apple makes. And today I'm breaking down exactly why the Apple TV isn't just a nice to have, but a must-have, especially if you are in the Apple ecosystem. So let's get into it. The Apple TV is just a small little box, but it's what's under the hood that makes a huge difference. Even if you spend thousands of dollars on the latest and greatest smart TV, the processor inside it is usually terrible. Smart TVs are notorious for lagging over time, apps just get slower, navigation gets clunky, and it just feels outdated very fast, and this is where the Apple TV comes in. It uses the same powerful chips found in iPhones and iPads. That means your TV experience stays smooth, fast, and responsive for years. Whether you're switching apps, scrubbing through a movie, or playing games, it feels effortless. And yes, you can't even play games on it. There are real console-style titles on Apple Arcade, and the performance holds up surprisingly well. And when it comes to visuals, the Apple TV supports 4K HDR, Dolby Vision, and even lets you calibrate your TV's color using your iPhone. It takes less than a minute, and the picture quality improvement is crazy noticeable. Also, I just want to take a second and bring up how beautiful the user interface of the Apple TV is. Very familiar to those who have used an iPhone or an iPad. I like how you have all your apps right then and there. You can just swipe through it through your remote. And once again, when you get used to the user interface and just how the Apple TV works in general, you're not gonna wanna go back to the way the smart TV's user interface is, because it frankly sucks, right? This is beautiful. Also, the Siri remote is really nice. It's this nice aluminum rectangular design that fits perfectly in your hand, and with contrasting controls, it's easy to find and click the button you want. Up top, you get this nice click pad, and the entire click pad is touch enabled. And with the outer ring, there's this nice circular gesture which turns into a jaw control, and you get a dedicated Siri button as well. Also, the Siri remote has built-in Find My, so just like with AirTags, you just open up the Find My app and you can see where you misplaced the remote using your iPhone, and yes, you'll get the exact location. But sometimes the best features are the simplest ones. Like when I open up Apple TV Plus, it just opens. Same with Netflix or YouTube. No lag, no spinning wheels. Compare that to most smart TVs where you tap an app and wait, it only gets worse. And the Apple TV receives software updates, not just bug fixes, real new features. And that's something almost no other smart TV platform does well. Also, there is one feature that I really enjoy using on the Apple TV, and it's called Insight. With this, you can get information about Apple originals, series, and films as you watch them. Just bring up the media player controls to learn more about the actors, industry, and the music that's playing. The details automatically update as the scene changes. And if you're using the iPhone as your remote, then you can get all that information in just the palm of your hands. Really neat, really nice to have that on the TV. Now let's talk about Apple's secret weapon, the ecosystem. Apple TV brings all your devices together in a way that feels seamless. You can AirPlay videos, photos, even your entire screen from your iPhone, iPad, or Mac right to your TV. Got people over and want to show off vacation pics? Boom, AirPlay from your phone, no cables and no fuss. FaceTime on the big screen is another game changer. You just prop your iPhone on the TV and suddenly you're catching up with family across the world while maybe even watching a movie together. Even your AirPods work like magic. Just put them in and a notification pops up. You just tap once and you're connected. And let's not forget Siri. Sure, she's not perfect, but on the Apple TV, she's actually very helpful. You can say things like, "What did he say?" And it rewinds 15 seconds and turns on subtitles. "Show me movies with Tom Cruise." And boom, there they are. And of course, you can ask it to just play or pause for you as well. Oh, and your iPhone, iPad, and Mac also turn into remotes as well. So I just take my iPad, I swipe down on the control center, I hit the Apple TV remote, as you can see here, and voila, I'm controlling the whole Apple TV with my iPad. So this is something incredible. Sometimes I have this somewhere in the kitchen, and if I have this or any other Apple device just laying around, I can just use it as a remote. And this goes for my friends and family as well. And if you use Apple services like Apple Music, Apple Arcade, or Fitness Plus, the Apple TV makes all of them so much better. Imagine doing a workout on your big screen with Fitness Plus, or playing games with the controller through Apple Arcade, or turning your living room into a concert with Apple Music. And yes, it has an app store. You can download streaming apps, workout apps, games, productivity tools. You name it, and you'll probably find it on the App Store. And this is something you can't really do on other smart TVs. You can to a certain degree, but the experience is just not the same. And here's something that most people overlook. The Apple TV can actually act as a HomeKit hub. This means you can control all your smart home devices even if you're not home. Turn on your lights, unlock your door, or check your security cameras while you're on the other side of the world. And if you have a HomeKit doorbell, you'll get a little notification while watching a movie that someone's at your door. You can see them and talk to them directly from your remote. It's little things like this that makes the device feel a lot more futuristic. You can also set up HomePods with the Apple TV, but since I wanted more of a theatrical experience, I use this Sonos soundbar, and to be honest, it works great with it. Not just with the Apple TV, but even airplaying music from my iPhone or iPad on this Sonos soundbar is super easy. So is it just a fancy streaming app? Not even close. It's fast, smart, beautifully designed, and fits perfectly into the Apple ecosystem. Whether you're upgrading your smart TV's performance, enhancing your smart home setup, or just want the smoothest way to stream content, it's honestly one of Apple's best products. Now here's the best part. Everything that I just talked about today, you can get that on the Apple TV for just $129. That's a great price. That is the Wi-Fi only version of the Apple TV. There is a Ethernet version of the Apple TV as well, and you also get double the storage. So the Wi-Fi only one comes with 64 gigabytes, and the Ethernet one gives you 128 gigabytes. But to be honest, we live in a day and age where everything is so cloud-based, right? All the movies and TV shows that I'm watching are stored on the cloud or are streaming through an app. So I don't really store anything on the device. But if you are someone who likes to store certain movies, TVs, or big games, for an example, you can absolutely do that. But like I said, if you want the 128 gigabyte model, that only comes with the Ethernet version, which is just 20 bucks more, which is at like 149. But regardless, the price of the Apple TV starting at $129 is amazing. Even if you don't have a smart TV, an Apple TV can elevate the experience with better picture quality, smooth performance, and better sound. So yeah, the Apple TV is worth it. And if you already have one, you may not even be using it to its full potential. So if you want to learn how to really unlock its power, then stay tuned for this new video that I'm working on. And hey, if you're new to this channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Amazing new content is on the way. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.